Hello, hello. How are we all? How's your weekend going? Well, let's see what we've got today. We are doing a love reading. We've had quite a few readings about moving forward on our spiritual path, but we're going in for love today, so it'll be nice to get a different, different kind of message. Right, let's see what we've got. What have we got for the weekend? Heart-to-heart conversations and discussions are coming very soon. I'm getting the feeling that you've not got to shy away from talking clearly about what you want going forward into the weekend. Keeping it as light-hearted as you possibly can. Okay, but I do think that you need to make these. You are going to be having some kind of conversation with somebody. Right, let's have a look. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we get. What's this children all about? Wait. Right, okay. Right, for some of you, you're going to be talking about children. Now, whether that be that you want children, whether that be that you have children together and there's conversations that need to be had, or whether, I was just going to say this, you have met somebody else new love and you need to release the ex and start working on a new life together. All right, so I think for a lot of you, that's what this could be about. But for others, so for some of you, it will be about you actually having children. It'll be having that heart-to-heart conversation about the fact that you've waited a long time for you and this person to decide to have children together. You know, you spent a lot of time having fun. You've spent a lot of time growing together. But the one thing that you haven't really got down and talked about is having children. All right, well, that conversation is coming around for you guys. For others of you, you have children and you need to have that conversation together about how you're going to work out. I've got finances here and it's sticking out for me with the people that are still together, that have children together. It's about you working out a different plan on how to your children, how to look after your children and everything, and you know, be able to trust each other, that you've got each other's back when it comes to building up your career. Because I think that you're struggling with that. You don't feel like you're getting any help and support. You're not feeling like, or they're not feeling like they're getting the help and support, and they're wanting to nurture their finances and career going forward. But of course, this is going to affect the children. So it's about you being able to trust that you can have that fair conversation with this person, or that they can have that conversation with you. And for others, this is about you releasing your ex. So that's whoever you've got your children to. So you have got yourself a new partner, all right? And it's time for you to allow a new relationship to transpire. So it's very difficult, isn't it? I mean, obviously, I'm in the same situation. You get with somebody new and they've got children, you've got children, and you've got to bring that family together. And it's about you having them heart-to-heart conversations. You know, your relationship's probably been full of passion, full of flirting, full of happiness, full of excitement, and you've not really wanted to have the talk about the children. Okay, so you've held back from that. But now it's time for you to have them serious chats on how you're going to bring everybody together, how you're going to make things work, how you're going to bring your relationship up to a higher level with the children involved, you know, how you're going to co-parent these children together, how you're going to blend the two families together, how you're going to work out the logistics of things, you know, because one person may... Well, you may have, for one, an ex that's like totally tries to get in the middle of your relationship, which isn't helping. So that person, you need to make sure that person realises that you now have a new partner and that you will be doing things a little different, and that they can't always be in charge of what goes on anymore, because they are not your partner anymore. And what happens at your house is what happens at your house, and what happens at their house is what happens at their house. So they may be like getting in the way a little bit and not allowing that progression with the children. But also, it's like them hard conversation, isn't it? Where when you're with somebody and they parent one way and you parent another way, you've got to find a middle ground on how you're going to make two families come together, and how you're going to be fair on what you allow as your rules and what the other person allows as their rules. Because if you're a lot stricter than the other, then it's not overly fair that your the child that hasn't got the strict family, are in a really strict situation. But it's also not fair for the person that is strict to suddenly have chaos going on in that child's life, because then they feel ungrounded because they don't have the boundaries that would normally set in their life. So it's about you having that heart-to-heart conversation on how you're going to co-parent all your children, and bring that in, and also, you know, releasing the ex out of the situation, and starting to rely more on your partner than you are your ex. In the parenting skills of the children. It is saying that these are past life relationships, so they are things that you need to learn. You need to learn how to express yourself. Okay, we have heart-to-heart conversations and express your love. So it's about you learning how to express yourself. Okay, you can't do everything through sex. I'm just going to say it like that, because we have the flirt, we have the passion, and underneath there we also have the chemistry card. So there's a lot of sexual energy between you guys. But you are eventually going to have to get down to the nitty-gritties of how you're going to co-parent these kids. Okay, and obviously for the rest of you, there was a short, sweet message, but I think the main message is about co-parenting your children. So yeah, I hope you all get through this. It's not easy bringing, well, it's just not easy. Two people never parent the same, whether you've had the children together or you haven't. So you do have to compromise and trust that the other person will have your back and will also want to meet you in the middle ground. Okay, so you have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.